They said it couldn't be done. They said the Empress was untouchable. They said Jade Cargill wasn't ready for this moment. Well, tonight at Night of Champions 2025, someone forgot to tell Jade that, and what we just witnessed will haunt Asuka for the rest of her career. What's going on, Slamzone family? If this is your first time here, you're about to witness something that shook the entire wrestling world to its core. And if you're already part of this community, you know we don't do clickbait, we bring you the real, raw, unfiltered truth about what goes down in that squared circle. But before we dive into this absolute war between two of the most dominant forces in women's wrestling, I need you to do me a favor. I'm not just asking for myself, I'm asking because there's a family here, a community of wrestling fanatics who live and breathe this business just like you do. Hit that subscribe button right now. Smash that notification bell. Because when moments like what you're about to see happen, you need to be the first to know. Drop a comment below and tell me if you think this was the right call, or if something darker is brewing behind the scenes. Share this with every wrestling fan you know, because what went down tonight? It changes everything. The Queen of the Ring Tournament Finals. The biggest stage. The brightest lights. Two women who have absolutely demolished everyone put in front of them. On one side, you have Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, the woman who turned "nobody is ready" into a prophecy, a legend who has held championship gold across continents and made grown competitors tap out with a smile on her face. She's vicious, she's unpredictable, and she's held that Queen of the Ring crown like it was her birthright. And then you have Jade Cargill. 6 feet of pure, uncut dominance. The woman who walked into professional wrestling and made it look easy. 50 wins. 50. Do you understand how insane that is? That's not just talent, that's otherworldly. She's been called cocky, she's been called arrogant, but you know what? When you back it up the way she does, that's not arrogance. That's prophecy. So when these two titans were set to collide in the finals, you could feel the tension building for weeks. The promos got personal. The staredowns got intense. Asuka wasn't just defending her reign, she was defending her legacy. And Jade? Jade was there to prove that the future doesn't wait for permission. The arena is absolutely electric. You can feel the energy pulsing through every single person in that building. The lights dim. Asuka's music hits first, and the crowd explodes into this chaotic mix of cheers and jeers. She walks out with that chilling smile, that look in her eyes that says she's about to hurt somebody and enjoy every second of it. She's wearing her signature mask, the mist is flowing, and you can see it in her body language. She's not here to wrestle. She's here to destroy. Then the lights shift. The bass drops, and Jade Cargill's music thunders through the speakers like a storm rolling in. The crowd loses their minds. She steps out, and I'm telling you, the presence this woman has is unreal. She's not just walking to the ring, she's claiming territory. Every step is calculated. Every glance is a statement. She stares down that ramp like she's already won, and you know what? Part of you believes it. They meet in the ring, face to face. The referee goes through the formalities, but neither woman is listening. They're locked in. Asuka is talking trash in Japanese, Jade is smirking, and you can cut the tension with a knife. The bell rings, and it's on. They circle each other, and you can feel every single person in that arena holding their breath. Asuka strikes first a lightning-fast kick aimed right at Jade's knee, trying to chop down the tree. But Jade sidesteps it like she saw it coming a mile away. She fires back with a forearm that echoes through the building, and Asuka stumbles back into the ropes. The message is sent. Jade isn't intimidated. The pace picks up fast. Asuka is relentless, throwing strike after strike kicks to the thighs, spinning backfists, that rapid-fire aggression she's known for. But Jade is absorbing it, blocking, and when she catches Asuka's leg mid-kick, she lifts her like she weighs nothing and slams her down with a thunderous spinebuster. The ring shakes. The crowd gasps. Asuka rolls to the outside to regroup, and you can see the flash of concern cross her face for just a split second. But Asuka didn't become a legend by backing down. She slides back in, and now she's wrestling smart. She goes low, takes out Jade's legs with a brutal chop block, and suddenly the playing field is leveled. She locks in a knee bar, torquing it with everything she's got, and Jade's face twists in pain. The crowd is on their feet. Is this it? Is the Empress about to make Jade tap? But Jade powers out. She drags herself and Asuka toward the ropes, inch by agonizing inch, and forces the break. The referee pulls Asuka off, but she's already back on the attack, stomping down on that injured knee over and over. You can hear Jade grunting, and for the first time in this match, you see vulnerability. Asuka smells blood. She hits the ropes, charges in for the hip attack, her signature, but Jade explodes out of nowhere with a shoulder tackle that flips Asuka inside out. The crowd erupts. The momentum shifts. Jade is limping, but she's feeding off the energy now. She lifts Asuka up for a delayed vertical suplex, holding her in the air for what feels like forever, letting the blood rush to her head, and then drives her down with authority. She goes for the cover. 1, 2. Asuka kicks out, and the place goes insane. Both women are down, breathing hard, and you can see the wear and tear written all over their faces. This isn't just a match anymore. This is a war of attrition. Whoever wants it more is walking out with that crown. They drag themselves up using the ropes. Asuka charges in with a running knee, but Jade catches her, spins her around, and plants her with a massive pump kick. Asuka's head snaps back, and she crumbles into the corner. Jade lines her up, charges in with a running hip attack of her own, a receipt for earlier, and Asuka slumps down. The disrespect. The statement. Jade pulls her up, signals for the Jaded her devastating finisher, but Asuka slips out, lands behind her, and locks in the Asuka lock. The submission is locked in tight, right in the center of the ring. Jade is flailing, reaching for the ropes, and the crowd is losing their minds. This is it. This has to be it. Asuka is screaming, wrenching back with everything she has left. But Jade isn't done. With strength that defies logic, she pushes herself up to one knee, then to her feet, with Asuka still clinging to her back like a spider. She stumbles toward the corner and drives Asuka back first into the turnbuckles once, twice, 3 times until the hold finally breaks. Both women collapse. The referee is checking on them. The crowd is chanting "This is awesome" over and over. You can feel the emotion, the exhaustion, the desperation. They meet in the center of the ring one more time. Trading strikes. Forearms. Elbows. Neither willing to back down. Asuka swings wild with a spinning back fist, but Jade ducks, hooks her up, and in one fluid, devastating motion, lifts her and drops her with the Jaded. The impact is sickening. Jade falls on top for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The bell rings. The crowd explodes. Jade Cargill has done it. She's ended Asuka's reign. She's the new queen of the ring. But here's where it gets even more intense. As Jade is celebrating, music hits that nobody expected. The lights flicker, and a figure appears at the top of the ramp, staring down at the new queen. The implications are massive. The story is far from over. This is just the beginning of something bigger, something darker. So make sure you're subscribed to Slamzone, hit that like button, drop a comment with your predictions, and turn on those notifications, because the wrestling world just shifted, and you're not going to want to miss what happens next. This is where legends are made, and this is where legacies are broken. I'll see you in the next one. Stay ready.